Melodrama. A melodrama is a dramatic work wherein the plot, which is typically sensational and designed to appeal strongly to the emotions, takes precedence over detailed characterization. Melodramas typically concentrate on dialogue, which is often bombastic or excessively sentimental rather than action. Characters are often simply drawn and may appear stereotyped. Melodramas are typically set in the private sphere of the home and focus on morality and family issues, love and marriage, often with challenges from an outside source such as a temptress, a scoundrel, or an aristocratic villain. A melodrama on stage, filmed, or on television is usually accompanied by dramatic and suggestive music that offers cues to the audience of the drama being presented. In scholarly and historical musical contexts, melodramas are Victorian dramas in which orchestral music or song was used to accompany the action. The term is now also applied to stage performances without incidental music, novels, movies, television, and radio broadcasts. In modern contexts, the term melodrama is generally pejorative as it suggests that the work in question lacks subtlety, character development, or both. By extension, language or behavior which resembles melodrama is often called melodramatic. This use is nearly always pejorative. The term melodrama originated from the early 19th century French word melodrame. It is derived from Greek melos, which means song or strain, and French drame, which means drama, from Latin drama, eventually deriving from classical Greek drama, theatrical plot, usually of the Greek tragedy. Characteristics of melodrama. The relationship of melodrama compared to realism is complex. The protagonists of melodramatic works may either be ordinary and hence realistically drawn people who are caught up in extraordinary events or highly exaggerated and unrealistic characters. According to Singer, late Victorian and Edwardian melodrama combined a conscious focus on realism in stage sets and props with anti-realism in character and plot. Melodrama in this period strove for credible accuracy in the depiction of incredible, extraordinary scenes. Novelist Wilkie Collins is noted for his attention to accuracy in detail in his works, no matter how sensational the plot. Melodramas were typically 10 to 20,000 words in length. Melodramas put most of their attention on the victim and a struggle between good and evil choices, such as a man being encouraged to leave his family by an evil temptress. Other stock characters are the fallen woman, the single mother, the orphan, and the male who is struggling with the impacts of the modern world. The melodrama examines family and social issues in the context of a private home, with its intended audience being the female spectator. Secondarily, the male viewer is able to enjoy the on screen tensions in the home being resolved. Melodrama generally looks back at ideal, nostalgic eras, emphasizing forbidden longings. The origin of melodrama. The melodrama approach was revived in the 18th and 19th century French romantic drama and the sentimental novels that were popular in both England and France. These dramas and novels focused on moral codes in regards to family life, love, and marriage, and they can be seen as a reflection of the issues brought up by the French Revolution, the Industrial Revolution, and the shift to modernization. Many melodramas were about a middle class young woman who experienced unwanted sexual advances from an aristocratic miscreant, with the sexual assault being a metaphor for class conflict. The melodrama reflected post industrial revolution anxieties of the middle class, who were afraid of both aristocratic power brokers and the impoverished working class mob. Beginning in the 18th century, melodrama was a technique of combining spoken recitation with short pieces of accompanying music. In such works, music and spoken dialogue typically alternated, although the music was sometimes also used to accompany pantomime. The earliest known examples are scenes in J. E. Eberlin's Latin school play Sigismundus, written in 1753. The first full melodrama was Jean-Jacques Rousseau's Pygmalion, the text of which was written in 1762 but was first staged in Lyon in 1770. Pygmalion is one of the most influential examples of melodrama. It is an adaptation of the classic Greek myth which tells of the sculptor Pygmalion who falls in love with his own statue, which eventually comes to life. Rousseau's experience, Rousseau's work combined music and spoken word on stage to enhance the audience's emotional experience. Rousseau designed his work so that his protagonist Pygmalion's strongest emotions were expressed by deeply moving music rather than speech. Though Rousseau's play is rarely performed nowadays, it was one of the first examples of melodrama and had a highly influential role in the genre's development. After the English Restoration of Charles II in 1660, most British theatres were prohibited from performing serious drama but were permitted to show comedy or plays with music. Charles II issued letters patent to permit only two London theatre companies to perform serious drama. To get around the restriction, theatres presented dramas that were underscored with music and, borrowing the French term, called it melodrama. The Victorian stage melodrama featured six stock characters: the hero, the villain, the heroine, an aged parent, a sidekick, and a servant of the aged parent engaged in a sensational plot featuring themes of love and murder. Often, the good but not very clever hero is duped by scheming villain who has eyes on the damsel in distress until fate intervenes at the end to ensure the triumph of good over evil. Two central figures were the coup d'etat or reversal of fortune and the claptrap, a back to the wall oration by the hero which forces the audience to applaud. English melodrama evolved from the tradition of populist drama established during the Middle Ages by mystery and morality plays under influences from Italian commedia dell'arte as well as German Sturm und Drang drama and Parisian melodrama of the post-revolutionary period. The first English play to be called a melodrama or melodrame was A Tale of Mystery, written in 1802 by Thomas Holcroft. This was an example of the Gothic genre, a previous theatrical example of which was The Castle Spectre, written in 1797 by Matthew Gregory Lewis. In the early 19th century, melodrama spread throughout the European theatre. In Russia, the authorities welcomed it as diverting attention from the more serious issues. The sensation novels of the 1860s and 1870s not only provided fertile material for melodramatic adaptations, but were melodramatic in their own right. A notable example of this genre is Lady Audley's Secret by Elizabeth Braddon, adapted in two different versions by George Roberts and C. H. Hazelwood. The novels of Wilkie Collins have the characteristics of melodrama. His best known work, The Woman in White, being regarded by some modern critics as the most brilliant melodrama of the period. The villain is often the central character in melodrama, and crime was a favorite theme. With the growing sophistication of the theatre in the early 20th century, the theatrical melodrama declined in popularity. It was a vigorous form, though, in motion picture theatre adventure serials until the advent of sound. The exaggerated gestures, dramatic chases, emotional scenes, simple flat characters, and impossible situations were later revived and parodied. Melodrama makes up a good part of contemporary television drama. Importance of melodrama. Melodrama is important because of its deep effect on its audience. Viewers love drama, and melodrama delivers an abundance of it. Today, however, melodrama is sometimes criticized because of its unrealistic and sometimes laughable levels of drama. In fact, Many would say that modern day soap operas and reality TV, less respected genres of television that rely heavily on over the top drama, evolved from the traditional genre of melodrama. Regardless, melodrama is still relatively popular in today's media because of it never fails to entertain. In conclusion, melodrama is a genre that never fails its main goal of bringing out a strong emotional reaction in the audience. From its beginnings on the stage to its presence in film and television today, melodrama provides sensational and embellished plotlines that viewers love to indulge in.